Well, hello everyone and welcome to round 7 of the Cappuccino Trophy League here at vrroom.org. I'm Dave Higgins and as normal I'm going to take you through the main race highlights. I apologise if my voice is going a little bit, I've got a bit of a sore throat today I think. This is a glorious Suzuka circuit, here we are for round 7. Sure to be some cracking racing here. We're on changeable weather as well. All the players decided that would be a good idea, all the drivers wanted that. So at the moment it's nice and sunny. That could change through the race. We may see some wet conditions sparking off. We don't know, only time will tell. In pole position then, fantastic qualifying from Z-Kart. Slim is in second. JB, defending champion, is in third. JK, another champion in the field, is in fourth. DM, the championship leader, in fifth. So it's really hotting up there. Those guys are all together. Driz following up in sixth. Shinobi, Mad Dog Race, Rhesus and Rayman. Unfortunately, Badger was not able to join us for this race due to other commitments. So I'm going to play the race on board with Z-Kart. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to give you the main highlights. Always going to be a good race here at Suzuka. Fantastic circuit. All the cars look good. Here we go for the start then. They're all away. That's a poor getaway from JB. JB has just been absolutely nailed off the line. Look at him. He's bunched 3 up at the side. A really, really bad start there from JB. He must have, and oh, it's so close around the first corner for Slim and Z-Kart. He must have had a bit of a false start penalty there. And for those of you who don't know, basically that works by, at the start of a Grand Prix, or at the start of a race here at VR Room, we have the penalties on. So basically what happens is you have to have your foot firmly planted on that foot brake, and you're not allowed to release that foot brake until the lights go green. If there's a momentary lapse and you release that a little bit too early, it will penalty you, and it looks like that's what happened to JB then. Just a momentary little lapse and just off that foot brake, and then it bogs you down, and a little bit almost like an anti-stall, I suppose, when you're watching the F1. So in the meantime, coming round Degner for the first time, superb view that of the circuit. Round Degner 1, Degner 2 for the first time under the flyover for the 130R. We've got car number 4, Z-Kart supporting the white alloys, and the black car looking very, very racy. And let's not forget Z-Kart won the last round at Catering South, I believe. And he did an absolutely stonking job out front, and it looks like he's walking away with this one at the moment. He's got a nice healthy lead from JK. JK needs points here. He's trying to get the gap down to DM in the points table, and also JB's up there as well. I do know that. I think Slim's high up there as well in the table, so there's all to play for here as we go around the spoon curve at the glorious Suzuka circuit for the first time. So down the back straight now towards 130R for the first time, and JK and Slim are right on it behind. It's worth just clipping to that battle because nobody's threatening Z-Kart at the moment. So here we are, there's Slim right behind JK, and they're side by side approaching 130R. I wonder if they're going to have a dive or if they're just going to keep calm. Keep calm, gentlemen. 2 teammates fighting like mad, and that's really good to see. We've seen that all season from these two, giving each other mutual respect but fighting real nice and hard. So through the Casino Triangle for the first time, it's Z-Kart, JK, Slim, JB, DM, JB, Driz raced, Mad Dog, Shinobi and Rhesus and Rayman. So nothing's really changed apart from I think JB and DM have switched places. Driz now has just managed to get ahead of JB. So it's looking pretty racy. Let's just clip on the back of JK's car now just to see what's happening behind. Slim again. Slim not letting up, putting lots of pressure on as we go up the S-curves now. Just exiting the first corner. DM is by himself at the moment in 4th. We can see him behind Slim there, trying desperately to get up. Now it's important, these corners here, really important to apex them very, very smoothly and not too aggressively, because the car has a tendency to drift wide. Now, if that happens, you'll come off. And I seem to remember 2 seasons ago, Badger had a moment here entering the Dunlop curve, and he drifted wide and went round, and he was very, very lucky not to get collected by all the players. But everyone's getting round here as we come through Degner. Let's just watch Slim go through Degner 1-2. Beautiful line by Slim there, very good by all players. Slim did really good, just a gentle clips of the apexes, keeping the car in trim. So that's really good racing so far, good to see. Let's just go back to see what Driz is doing, because DM is by himself. Driz is out by himself as well, he's trying desperately to catch DM. We'll catch up with the back of the pack, which is on board now with the guys bunching up at the back of the field, which is Raced, and JB, who's dropped down again. So Raced has managed to get up alongside JB and get past him. So there's no love lost between any of the players in the pack down at the bottom there, and it's good competitive racing that you only get at vrroom.org, and it doesn't matter where you are in the field, you're gonna get a good race. This is the place to be, guys, if you want some really good racing. It is the best site out there, I do believe. I'm sure the players and the drivers in the league and in all the other leagues will agree as well. Absolutely superb racing. Not for the faint-hearted, of course, because we don't use ABS at VRroom. And we also have full damage on, but approaching 130R side by side. We've got Raced and JB. JB was so lucky to hold that, but Reese's going for it, hammer and tongs in the background. It's 4 abreast into Casino Triangle chicane. Oh dear! And Race got a little bit of a nudge then by Reese's. It's not surprising that happened, to be fair. 5 cars almost going around Casino Triangle. Absolutely superb. Now, the weather is changing, guys. It looks like it's getting a little bit misty out there. And I fear that we may get a little bit of spot of rain later on. Only time will tell, but you can definitely see that the skies have darkened now. It's not as sunny as it was when we set off. We're on lap 3 now, of course, of 9. It's a very long lap here. At the moment, the best lap is 2 minutes 27.056. Now, as tyre pressures increase and as fuel loads come down, that should get a little bit faster, hopefully, as the guys get a bit more warmed up. So this is quite good action that we're seeing here. It's worth just clipping to JK and ZCar, because I believe we might have some action at the front of the field. And we've got 3 of them battling. So ZCar, number 4, still in the lead. JK closing in and not letting up at all here. JK is right behind ZCar. Number 84, of course, JK. Going under the flyover again for 130R, approaching the very famous hairpin corner. And it looks like JK might be close enough to just show his nose. And oh, he is doing that's very, very close stuff. Very, very close stuff. Definitely going to get the action on the back of ZCart's car as JK's pulling to the inside of the circuit, approaching the steep uphill section that goes down towards the spoon curve of constant radius left-hander. And will JK plant one down the inside? Let's see this from the outside. He's looking like he will, but no, he's just tucked in behind, but he still might plant one. ZCar goes a little bit defensive, just hugging the inside of the circuit, which is absolutely superb racing. And by going defensive, of course, it's blocking him off. But also, this is helping Slim catch up, and Slim is now in the same frame. I believe Slim is number 85. I apologise, Slim, if I've got the number wrong. I will just check. You are on number 85. Brilliant. So Slim, ZCart, and JK absolutely on it. Let's see what happens now. ZCart is very defensive, approaching 130R, stopping JK going on the inside. Oh, and ZCart's gone off! A bit of understeer, a bit of oversteer. He's done an incredible job to hold that. He's still on the inside, though, for the corner. And he's actually held position. Would you believe that? Comes off at the 130R and holds position. Absolutely incredible stuff. What did I say on round 5? I said that it was the inner Petter Solberg. Well, I think that was the inner Colin McRae there, coming from ZCart. Incredible stuff. Now, 4-3 drafting each other down to the first corner. Absolutely stunning. Will we see? No, ZCart again on the inside line now. There's a lot to be said for that. Because the inside line is very, very easy to hold, and it's very, very difficult to go around the outside, so he's done an absolutely incredible job there. DM, he looks like he may be catching up a little bit here. We could just see DM in the background reeling these guys in, because of course I've mentioned it before, but the moment that you start battling is the moment that you start slowing each other down, and it's the moment that the people behind, you can start to drop back into their clutches. So it's going to pan. It's going to be an interesting little pan out, this one, just to see what happens. Let's just see what JB's managed to do a bit further down the field with Raced. Are they close together? No, it looks like he's pulled out a bit of a gap. So the defending champion is now starting to make some progress through the field. Raced is by him. No, he's not by himself. He's got Scouser right on him. Let's have a look at Scouser in the background. Sorry, Resus, I should say it the correct way round. I apologise. But anyway, it's the guy in the green car, and he's going through Degner 1, Degner 2. There's a right old ding-dong going on in the background with Mad Dog Genobi and Rayman. Everybody fighting for the final points there. In fact, let's go on the back of Genobi's car just to take a look at that. Just see if Resus can put one down the inside, and he looked like he was going to show his nose there. Looked like he was going to show his nose. So here we are with Genobi. Genobi's got Rayman immediately behind him, and Mad Dog McTaz in the background. Not having a good race here, Mad Dog, to be honest with you. Right there at the back of the field. Is normally on form, but you know, sometimes for whatever reason, you know, you're not quite on it. But also there are certain circuits that certain drivers don't like. For example, DM is not particularly a big fan of Madrid. I know JB's not a fan of Madrid either. And oh, we've gotten off. He's off. Genobi has actually gone off there. Will he fall back into the clutches? No, he's right back with him. He's managed to hold it, and he's right behind him, fighting for 9th and 10th. These are the last points, guys, and we're fighting for them. Absolutely superb. So Resus is on the outside. Genobi's gone for the inside now. This will give Genobi, crucially, the correct line into 130R. Getting very, very misty. I'm expecting some rain in a bit. Oh, and look at Resus in the background, a little bit of rubbing maybe. Now Resus can plant it down the inside into the Casino Triangle chicane, and he has done that by the looks of it, and well done, yeah. Sorry, Rayman, I apologise, I forgot I was watching there. Rayman is on the inside of Genobi, and Rayman has managed to get past. Apologies, Resus, it's because I was following Raced and Resus a bit earlier on. Now Resus, as he dropped back from race, he has a little bit, but in the meantime, JB better watch his back, because you see that blue car? That's race 42, and he's coming through the field. Although having said that, he's drifted a little bit wide, but he's a lot closer to JB than he was. Now I want to try and there's a hell of a lot going off. The lead 3 cars are all together, so we're going to go to the leaders now. So hard battling down in the back of the field, and again we've got Zcar, JK, Slim. No change in position, but man, are they going for it as we approach. We're coming around the Dunlop curve again for the 5th time out of 9. And we're approaching the Degner. Very smoothly round the Degner there. Very good. We'll go on the back of JK's car just to see how Slim is. See how fast Slim is, I beg your pardon. See if Slim can make any edgeways into him. We can see in the background there, DM has dropped back a little bit, and he's been caught now by Driz. And we're not going to see dive down the outside. So Slim doing very, very well there. Holding a good, solid podium position. Now, going back to, we just got on the outside shot, guys, sorry about that. Let's just go back to DM and Driz, because DM was by himself. He's now being caught by Driz, and Driz is right up with DM. Now, DM probably, we all know DM's got one of the widest cars, and there I go, that's exactly what I was talking about. DM's got one of the widest cars at vrroom.org. He knows exactly where to place it to keep it defensive. I do happen to know that DM doesn't like going defensive because he believes it slows him down, which of course everyone knows it does, but sometimes it's necessary. And you know, at the end of the day, track position, in my opinion anyway, as commentator and as a racer, oh, when we're going defensive again. Now DM has got the inside line, Driz is on the outside. Will they hold it? 2 abreast, nearly round 130R, but it's just being kicked up. DM will not give this position up. DM will try and dive down the outside maybe. It's the only option as Driz has gone defensive. Bit of a little rub between the 2 guys, but what incredible stuff, and a fantastic overtake by Driz. Very, very brave stuff. Very, very brave stuff. Let's just see what's happening up front. I don't know whether to skip any laps here, to be honest, guys, because this is so close. Although I am up to the 13-minute mark, I might just skip a couple of laps just to save a little bit of download and upload time. So just bear with me. So that's lap 7. We'll just stick with it for the last 2 laps now. And we're on board with JK. Has JK got the lead? JK, my goodness me, JK has taken the lead. Zcar has been knocked back here. So this is incredibly close stuff. Incredibly close stuff. So let's get on board with JK, and he's got Slim right behind him. The 2 Team 85 black cars are battling hammer and tongs here. Now the rain hasn't come, but it looks like the sky's brightening up a little bit. So I believe the percentage of rain is still 0, so it is brightening up a little bit. It's just a little bit of mist or morning dew, whatever you want to call it. There's Driz and DM in the background and approaching, battling again, the 2 teammates, but approaching Degner. We're going to have Driz right on it. Driz is absolutely going hammer and tongs here. So close. Such a dangerous section of circuit to be going so close through, because it's so blinding to there. And it's very easy to get unsighted and not be able to apex those particular corners. But my God, look, 1, 2, 3, the 3 leaders, and Driz has gone for the inside. Zcar, sorry, has gone for the inside, and Descartes back through into 2nd place. Now he's after JK. He wants to reel JK in. He wants to make it a back-to-back win here. Remember, he won the last round, and JK is not going to give up this position without a fight. So this is really interesting one to watch. This is, guys, very interesting one to watch for the lead at Suzuka Circuit of round 7 of the Cappuccino Trophy League here at vrroom.org. So they're going down now, approaching 130R. They're spaced out just that little bit. DM and Driz look like that battle's finished. Yeah, DM indeed is sitting pretty by himself. So looking at the telemetry in the left of my screen, the only biggest battle now is this one. So, oh, blimey again! Piling down and loads of corrected steering. Zedkart's doing it again, finding that inner Colin McRae. He's got the inside line again, and JK's not giving up without a fight. JK's taking him on the inside again at the Casino Triangle. Look at the skill being displayed by both drivers, and oh my goodness me, some argy-bargy going off. I bet those guys will be having words at the end of the race. So this is going to be an absolute belter of a last lap. Let's stay with it for the action. We can stay with it for another 2 minutes 22 seconds. Now Driz and DM have caught up substantially now, so this could be turned very quickly into a 5-way fight. All Zedkart, JK and Slim need to do is keep it tidy. If they start making it messy and start rubbing and bumping each other like they were doing round the Casino Triangle at the end of lap 8, then Driz and DM are going to be dead on it. But they have spaced out a little bit now, so they're going to be able to concentrate on the lines, keeping it neat and keeping it quite fast. Here we go. Yeah, you can see them in the background, Driz and DM catching back up again. Looking at the telemetry on circuit, there's no other close battles really going off, I don't think. There's a bit of a tussle between maybe Raced and Mad Dog, but I'm afraid I'll have to stick with this, because after 9 laps at Suzuka, where you need a hell of a lot of concentration and consistency, we've got this good close competitive racing, and you can only get that here. So it's a pleasure to watch. It's an honour to take part in, and it's a pleasure to watch, it really is. So round the hairpin corner at the back end of the circuit, approaching the spoon curve, we've got JK looking very, very racy behind Zedkart. Now Zedkart's got all the work to do. He's got to drive defensive, but he's also got to try to be first on the gas, because he's going to get absolutely flattened going down towards the 130R on the high-speed section. JK on the outside now. Some superb defensive driving by Zedkart, staying slightly on the inside, but not too much to compromise his line for the corner. I kind of fancy Slim here in the background, you know, because he's looking very racy himself. So down, here we go for the last time. We've got to get on the back of Zedkart for this, because you're going to see, hopefully... Oh no, Slim slipstreaming JK. JK's dropped back that little bit. So it would look like Zedkart's home and dry, but here, look, the high-speed corner, you're approaching 123, 124 miles an hour. No lift off the gas as you go into the Casino Triangle chicane. Will we see a last-minute dive from JK? But he's got Slim to defend from. Slightly defensive line anyway from Zedkart. Looks like Zedkart's got it, but JK nearly lost it. Will Slim take advantage of that? Oh, what an absolute finish. It doesn't look like he will, so here comes the 3 leaders over the line. Zedkart winning, absolutely superb. JK and then Slim, followed by DM in 4th, followed by JB Player 1 coming round now in 5th place. Superb race from race 42 in 6th. Driz heading up the rest of the pack in 7th, followed by Genobi, followed by Mad Dog McTaz. And somewhere coming up the Casino Triangle chicane here, the final competitor, Resource. A very racy first half of the race then, but obviously a bit of a disappointing race for him to finish up last. But absolutely superb that. Been a pleasure to film it and a pleasure to commentate on it. I will try to get the next rounds up as soon as possible. And they will be, of course, from the Tsukuba circuit, world famous. So I've been Dave Higgins, you've been great, thanks very much for watching.